been a while. I guess you should have said put this one together. Woo!
Yeah,
It's been a while,
Dave.
everybody. How you doing?
You got that though.
What?
You got that though.
Yeah, we will start it out with a little throwback. But first, welcome to Studio Brian, first time guest.
Yeah,
What's up?
Brian?
Very special
Hello.
Dave episode. Very fun wrestling episode. We're ready. We got some people looking forward to this one a lot, I'm sure.
I think Brian likes wrestling more than like 99% of my friends.
Probably.
You don't even like wrestling.
I don't even watch it anymore.
A archive of knowledge from years past.
Yes.
We have real quick though before we get into that, we do have a Slim Jim. We if you go back to episode 6, throwback, we ate every Slim Jim we could possibly find, and we've been trying to find more. We had We had a dill pickle. We had something else we had a cheese one and a dill pickle as like the later on ones.
Yeah.
But now this is a weird one. We went grocery shopping earlier and we got a Slim Jim Sonic chili cheese coney.
That's a thick boy too.
Yeah, it is the monster size here. So yeah, we're gonna get into this a little bit, and also I'm gonna call out somebody. I'm pretty sure previous host of the podcast, Ian.
Wait. Cut a wrestling promo on him. When we mean business. This is a wrestling episode.
What I should do it?
Yeah.
Oh man, give me a second then. Hold
Okay.
on. Let me snap
into a Slim Jim.
Yeah, you can grab some of that.
I don't need too much.
The only thing I can think of is to like sound like Randy Savage, though. I can't think of like another voice when I'm thinking wrestling promos.
I mean, you gotta find your own voice.
I'm looking at you, Long. You've gone to the limit, you scoundrel. Giving us 1-star reviews on your own podcast. Your alumni. The disrespect. I should yank this pink mic off the wall and wipe my dirty ass with it, boy. Change the review back to a 5-star or just get rid of the review entirely. It's yanking us down. We're doing bad in the Philippines now. There's all these other countries where we're dropping on the audio charts because little Ian thinks it's real funny to be putting pranks on our Apple Podcast rating.
Hashtag fuck Ian.
This doesn't...
It just tastes like the nacho cheese one, I think.
I guess I'm getting a little hot dog. Okay, yeah.
I taste chili.
I'm getting a little chili. Each bite's different. My palate's opening up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it smells. It doesn't smell great. It tastes better than it smells. So.
Nope. All right.
But, yeah, what are we rating this?
It says Sonic on it?
Probably want to get it
It's
again.
out of 5, right? That was our rating system?
Yeah,
rating system?
5 snaps. 5 snaps into a Slim Jim.
I'd snap it 2.5 times.
I just want that dill pickle one again, man.
Mm-hmm.
That
was nice.
That dill pickle one was good.
They had it sorted. I should have just bought it.
Now, the Slim Jim, Randy Savage was a big Slim Jim guy, right?
Yeah, it was a big deal because he was like an official sponsor of Slim Jim. So like when he left WWE to go to WCW, Slim Jim went with him, and Vince McMahon was pissed.
Yeah, they're probably getting a lot of money from Slim Jim. That is like the beef jerky company besides Jack's, right?
That is a very big sponsor, and they are a big sponsor of WWE again. So water under the bridge.
This episode is sponsored by Kingston Slim Kingston's, which is Bryson's father is trying to compete with Slim Jim apparently.
Yeah, he made a jerk. Now he's making jerky.
They taste great, I promise. But yes, we got Danhausen, right?
Very nice, very evil.
Very nice and very evil. So yeah, let us take it away. Let's
go ahead,
Dan.
start. I got everything in order for you. I'm still not driving. We saw what happened on the Buddy Brown episode when I was in charge. But this is our guy.
Now, what do we got here? Beans, weed, pickles. What are this?
Those are human teeth.
Human, like real?
Yeah.
But that totally says beans, right?
It says not beans.
Not beans.
Oh, I see. Yeah, not beans. Was it
Teeth.
1993? I can't
I think
tell.
1990. Most of his merch says 1990. I think that's when he was born.
How old
Okay.
is this guy?
He's over 800 years old. He's an immortal demon.
Okay, born in 1990.
He is a vampire? Okay.
Multiply that. He's got the whole like Beelzebub vampire bat tattoo on the chest there. So got the chest piece. I have a jar of human teeth in my room, but it's just my human teeth because my mom, when she announced the tooth fairy is not real, and also here's a jar of all the teeth. I saved them, and she gave it to me. So I too
Pretty
have
cool.
a jar of human teeth, but it's just mine. That looks like a lot of molars.
Yeah, so he collects the
There's
teeth.
some black teeth. In there.
There's some rotten little chiclets in there.
I don't want to be spoiling anything, but the teeth come into his wrestling.
He's got some pearly whites for having this jar of black and yellow teeth there.
Yeah.
But I guess some of these teeth might be over 800 years old.
Right.
Well,
You know, when you're immortal, you know, your teeth don't rot. Like, you know.
so he is a vampire. So
It's
so the fangs filed down, or are they?
well, he's not really a vampire as so much as he, you know, thinks he's a vampire and is an immortal demon. He self-describes his character as Conan O'Brien, possessed by a demon.
I guess fake it till you make it.
No, so
You get it?
you know what? And I can only explain Danhausen so much. Why don't you play that first video, and we'll let Danhausen kind of introduce himself. This is a video from when he was introducing himself after starting at Ring of Honor,
Okay.
after being signed by their owner, Dave Honor.
Where honor is real.
So there's a. Ooh.
Well, Danhausen came from someplace far away, and it's Danhausen. Or you ask Danhausen who Danhausen is. This fellow behind the camera is asking Danhausen questions that he should know. Danhausen's very famous, very evil. Everyone knows who Danhausen is. Everyone loves that Danhausen. Why are there
Love
two
that
cameras on
Danhausen.
Danhausen and all these lights?
I do. I'm
What are all these
intrigued
lights?
immediately.
Interrogation
This
of
is
some sort.
less of a deep dive and more
Who's
of me
this?
pitching to get you into wrestling and find you a favorite wrestler.
So are we supposed to be the Ring of Honor now? Is that a smaller federation, or what's up?
So Ring of Honor is actually one of the bigger independent promotions out there. I would say at one point it was probably even the second biggest promotion in the U.S.
Okay.
They just actually, a month or two ago, completely shut down operations and fired every wrestler on the roster, or
Is
released
that-
them from their contracts.
Is that part of a bit, or is that for real?
That's for real.
Okay.
That's a shoot,
Okay,
brother.
that's okay. I was making
But,
sure.
and now Ring of Honor is coming back. They just had to kind of go on a hiatus, reassess things. The pandemic really did a number on pro wrestling. And
Yeah.
we'll kind of address that later with Danhausen, too.
Okay, cool.
Yes,
There's
Danhausen,
two of 'em?
Again,
Oh
from
no,
someplace
it's
far away.
Danhausen
I'm
also.
just kidding.
He wants to
Brother.
become a professional wrestler, if you will, because it gets him on television. And then again, he becomes more famous, can take over the world.
So that's very
Yes,
important.
he's on every television in every single
Trying to
home.
take over the world.
Yes, he's trying to be very famous,
It's easy with
and that's why he does
television
the
right
things he
now.
does.
And or internet, whichever it may be. Danhausen
Like
does not
you.
care.
Mm-hmm.
Danhausen only cares about being rich and famous. Yeah. Yes. Anyways, Danhausen here. Danhausen finally won his contract at Ring of Honor.
Okay.
And now he has many sacks of money and is very famous, very evil. Yes, that's right. The blimp. Where's Danhausen's blimp? He won this contract. He's promised. Dave Honor said, "I'll give you a blimp if you win this contract." And yet again, Danhausen has no blimp.
I would like a
Where's
hot
this
air
Dave
balloon in
Honor?
his head. Would be pretty
Danhausen
sick.
being-
That'd be very cool.
Danhausen gets taken off the air, so Danhausen says, "No swearing," because then we get taken off the television or internet, and then Danhausen cannot be famous. It's quite simple, really.
Makes a lot of sense.
He is good at like I like believe it. Like he seems like he's like learning how to
That's a
be human.
right, and it's a big part of the character too. Is that everything's very silly, but everything is reality and logic based. Like, he is an 800-year-old demon, but he still uses logic. He still approaches things with like a very intelligent human approach.
Okay. Does he talk about some of his life in like the 1300s and whatnot, or is that kind of
Not so much.
okay?
I see. You
Saw some
ask
shit,
Danhausen
probably, I'm
why he
sure.
carries around teeth. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Anyways, Danhausen
doesn't?
here.
Hey, yeah, I
You
got
do?
You. I got you, buddy. Yeah,
Nice.
for real.
When Danhausen was first traveling around.
Oh, he puts him in their mouth.
Teeth from different people, and they're disgusting.
Does he get him back?
No.
He's got to get
So,
more teeth.
Again, things are very logic based. Danhausen has a very logical approach to things, and you can't get disqualified for putting teeth in people's mouth because that's where they go.
Hey, fair enough, man. Fair enough.
So, Danhausen would feed them to his
Damn, dude, a
opponents,
rotten
which
ass tooth.
makes them almost
Oh.
throw up, and he kicks him in the face. It's quite a distraction, but it's a legal distraction. The referee cannot disqualify you for pouring teeth in someone else's mouth. Good brain. Hello, I'm Brian Johnstone. I am a loser.
So this is
I
less
am a
important, but this is
loser.
Brian Johnson. This is sort of a guy who has a problem with
Well, you
Danhausen.
know what? Danhausen doesn't really know what else he says because he.
So, you'd think it'd be more of a Van Helsing type. That just looks like a buddy. I mean, he just looks like a guy. You think
Well-
a Van Helsing guy would want to take Danhausen out?
It's because he's very nice, very evil. He
Okay.
You don't want to join a cult if the leader is mean. Have you ever met a cult leader? They're very charismatic. They're nice guys. They're,
Right.
Ted Bundy types, Charles Manson types.
Yeah.
They got to be popular. They got to have good personality, like Brian.
Thanks.
We recently-
You can start a cult,
That's a
bro.
scary comparison. I could. I actually could.
What kind of cult will you start?
we can get into the real specifics. So you don't want to.
A nice and evil one.
Okay.
There we go.
Gotcha.
He'll
I'll
probably
take my tips from Dan.
yeah. We'll
good
get
role model.
some teeth involved. I'm sure we'll figure it
Doesn't
out.
pay attention to him. He just keeps yelling at Danhausen. He swears quite often. This fellow's been a menace to Danhausen for weeks. Danhausen beat this fellow within probably 2 minutes.
That's the other thing is Danhausen can go a little
Right in the
bit.
middle of the ring.
Yeah,
But this
he's
fellow
tiny.
Got back on the internet.
Yeah.
Wrote an email or something, and he said, I've lost my match, but now I must avenge myself. So, I have to fight Danhausen again and try to embarrass him on TV. But he will not, because Danhausen is all-powerful, very evil. So, there's no stopping Danhausen. Danhausen's unstoppable.
I will say, for talking in third person, he might beat out everyone else that talks in third person for how often he mentions his own name.
Yeah. Well, because he's trying to be very famous.
Now, are you going to get to it, or is Danhausen? Is that his last name? Or that's just his name. That's his.
His name is Donovan Danhausen.
Okay.
And that's a shoot.
I would say like Nosferatu, Dracula,
Nah.
Danhausen. Just vampire names.
Is that enough for you?
Do you guys remember that other wrestler on WWE named Gangrel?
Oh, yeah.
That was a vampire.
Yeah, he is
Yeah.
actually. I don't know if we'll see Gangrel later,
Really?
but he might be in one of these videos I have later. I don't remember. There's a signature move he does a lot that I wanted to put in here. I can't remember if I used the one with Gangrel or not.
Okay.
But he's been in the ring with Gangrel.
Really?
Yes.
Damn. Okay.
Different
Wow.
vampire family then.
Yes. Gangrel is more of your
Transylvania.
broody, dark. He has the fangs.
Okay. Transylvania versus like Pennsylvania type.
Yeah. But Danhausen's from Detroit. He's a Detroit boy.
Okay. That's why you like him.
That's part of it.
So is that this? Is that we got the intro there? Or is there more? Or is that,
That's it.
okay, cool.
So, any questions so far? What do you guys think? Initial impressions?
I mean, I'm intrigued. He's definitely got my attention. Yeah.
I don't know. I'll be nice and just say I don't know. We'll see. I want to see more. I want to
Yeah.
see more, and then I'll make up my mind.
I don't know if he's gonna bring me fully into wrestling, but I'm at least intrigued in the Danhausen lore and story and whatnot.
All right, well, my favorite wrestling show right now is AEW Dynamite.
Yeah, there's posters literally everywhere where you guys can't see in the studio.
Yeah, we're by the Stone Cold Steve Austin skateboard.
Everywhere, dude.
But,
Oh my god, I didn't even.
yeah, why don't you go ahead and
Pretty sick.
play this next video? I didn't get it cropped right, so if you want to skip to the minute 50 mark.
Minute 50 sounds good.
Just as cool.
Because
Again,
Tony Khan will claim
Adam
this if we
Cole,
use too
as
much.
we mentioned, since his arrival here in AEW,
This is a lights out match. Adam Cole versus Orange Cassidy.
Lights out. That's perfect for a vampire.
Orange Cassidy, he's a bit of a silly Billy. He likes to wrestle with his hands in his pockets, wear sunglasses.
He
Not a
doesn't
huge
hit
fan.
people, right? Doesn't he not hit people?
He hits them pretty soft. He actually ended up winning this match, though, but it didn't count because it's a special lights out
He's
match.
pulling out a coffin.
Steel chair under the ring.
Oh shit! Oh shit, dude.
Yeah, this is only
Oh
from 2
my
weeks ago.
God.
So he's putting a curse on Adam Cole right now.
Hell yeah, dude. What type of curse do you know?
It's a bad thing that happened to you.
Evil
you will
curse,
succumb
not
to the
nice
powers
curse.
of Danhausen.
Swinging Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, you'll be a victim to his very nice, very evil powers.
He wrestles in jeans.
Yeah.
It's like a Yogi Okidoki doing the yoga.
Yeah, now they are jogger jeans. They got, the elastic waistband.
Right.
That's pretty much all he does. But I just wanted you to mostly see his outfit, how he's got the classic, henchman.
So does he live under the ring? He dwells
No, he
there.
lives in Detroit.
Okay, he at least dwells under the ring then.
Yeah. Or actually, he might live in Florida right now, though.
That's kind of sunny for a vampire.
Yeah.
Detroit.
Well, okay, I think you guys are focusing too much on the vampire. life.
Well,
He's more of a demon.
Detroit's got all the smog, so it blocks out the sun.
I wouldn't call it smog.
All right, fine. Yeah. Okay. So more of a demon. I'll dial into the demon mindset.
Yeah, he doesn't sparkle in the sunlight. He doesn't need to drink blood.
Well, that ain't a vampire. That's
What's his entrance like when he walks out?
I
I feel like that's an important thing to see.
Yeah, so he hasn't actually done a solo entrance in AEW.
probably soon though. If that was only 2 weeks ago.
Right. He came out with Orange Cassidy for a match, but they came out to Orange Cassidy's music.
Right.
But typically, you know, he comes out in his ring in his hands. He does have a special song that he likes to listen to, but we're actually going to hear that later, so I don't want to talk about it just yet.
Okay. Cool. Am I playing this?
But, well, hold on one second, because, you know,
sure.
a big part of Danhausen's character is being 800 years old. He's a little out of touch with pop culture.
Yeah. As you would be. Yeah.
So, you know, he was trying to sign this contract with AEW, but he had a little bit of an issue. So if you just want to roll that next picture.
Okay.
You know, and English isn't his first language either.
So he made a mistake.
Yes, it's.
But he actually sponsored by AEW.
He's got he signed a contract with A&W.
Okay.
Hamburgers and root beer.
AEW. I see.
Some good root beer.
Which, rest in peace, the one in our city closed down. Sucks, man.
Bro. Oh, I shouldn't swear. No swearing.
Yeah, we'll get taken off of the TV. But, like, you can't, you know, God, you can get the big gallons of the A&W root beer there.
Mm-hmm.
So is A&W and AEW now, they're at least somewhat affiliated with each other, right? Which
No. They just have the Danhausen connection.
Okay.
AEW has a pretty strong relationship with Cracker Barrel.
Oh God.
To the point where they've actually had matches where they have the Cracker Barrel, a giant Cracker Barrel at ringside, and guys will use it as part of the match.
do they got old men in rocking chairs?
Want to wait an hour for catfish?
No, they sit in
Damn.
nice chairs at the announce desks.
Ooh, man, dude, if they slammed them, if they had a big table full of the little Cracker Barrel games, ooh, and they got superhuman.
Oh, to the thumbtacks?
Yeah, it's got superhuman out of the Cracker Barrel things. Okay. Yeah, you know, A&W, if you want to.
I would take an A&W sponsorship.
Well, yeah, I mean, if they want to throw me a writing job or something, AEW, I mean, you can throw me a writing job. We can get
Well, they
some-
don't have writers in AEW. This isn't the WWE.
There's no writer? What are the wrestlers writing too?
So it's all real?
Yeah.
I mean, the 800 years thing, that can't be fake. All right, what's so he got mixed up.
Yeah, so you can probably make us big for a second because I got some explaining to do.
Okay, cool.
So Danhausen, you know, he's got a little bit of clout in the wrestling industry at this point. You know, he kind of, when he started a couple years ago, wasn't getting a whole lot of attention because he didn't have this whole Danhausen character figured out yet.
Yeah.
Recently started getting ranked. He's actually PWI ranked 2020. He was ranked 158. 2021 went down to 171. Now, that's not necessarily a negative indicator for him because the PWI, where the rankings work, it's not a ranking for the year. They just kind of rank everyone for a certain month out of the year. I believe it's June to July.
Oh, okay. So if you just have a bad summer.
Right. You have a rough summer.
Right.
And,
It's hot. You know, he's not used to the sun. He's a demon vampire. So.
and everything was off because of the pandemic. So, you know, he wasn't with AEW or WWE. Those were really the only companies that were consistently running shows.
Yeah.
So to only drop 13 spots and to stay relevant is actually pretty impressive.
You know, if he would have been in AEW a little bit sooner and, you know, kind of told them to do the vampire cough, you know, it would have maybe helped out the COVID situation.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That would have been very nice of him. Not so evil, but...
You know, yeah, walking the line.
Well, actually, I was doing my research for this episode and went on Wikipedia, the best place to research, and I saw his PWI ranking for 2020, and I didn't see one for 2021. And I couldn't believe that he dropped all the way off the rankings. So I continued my research, and I realized he didn't. Only fell to 171 out of 500, out of the 500 top-ranked people.
Right.
Pretty good.
That's
up there. So I actually edited Wikipedia for the first time in my adult life.
Not
my
as a
God.
joke.
Not as a joke. Yeah, when I was in high school, like Caleb and I would change things, and we would just like change Wikipedias and try and troll. And like, I remember one time we went and changed all the Montreal bus routes and changed them all to fictional places like Funky Town.
Hell yeah. Yeah, me and Bryson went in from our hometown. The one famous person from it is Tom Mentz, the monster truck
Oh my
driver
God, yeah.
of Maximum Destruction. And Bryson was, you know, turned as usual, and he suggested that we change that the truck itself is the body of like a 1978 Oldsmobile. that was souped up to it. Dude, it was within 2.5 minutes it got changed back. We got like a notification that was like, nope. And it was like at 11:30 at night, so someone was like making sure. Like them Wikipedia people, whoo, like they're on their shit. But I'm glad to hear that you did your first nice and not evil Wikipedia edition.
And I checked today, it's still up. And I didn't do it right. I didn't put the reference in there. I didn't link anything. I didn't do it the right way. But I put in truthful information. Nobody's taking it down. So.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't seem like they should. You know, if it's was lacking the info.
Yeah. Brian, you do any nasty Wikipedia edits?
Never.
Never?
No.
Only good, no evil.
I've never done any edits.
Really?
No.
See, we got encouraged to in high school a little bit. Our English teacher was trying to like show us Wikipedia wasn't a good source, so he changed a bunch of stuff and like saw how long it lasted. And Caleb and I tried to get in on the action. Ours did not stay up as long as his.
What did he do? What did he change? Do you remember?
He changed like some weird information about some football player he went to high school with, or changed something about like there's an animal called a polecat, and it's like a fucking. I shouldn't swear. Danhausen's never gonna come on the show, dog.
Dan, please come on, still, man.
But I just specifically remember polecats, and he went to high school with a guy named Andrew Studebaker who played in the NFL, and he changed some stuff about him.
Okay.
And those stayed up for a while.
Yeah, but I mean, it seems like that was a decade ago, you know. So the fact that maximum destruction one got changed, Wikipedia, because our librarian was like, if you use Wikipedia, you're a piece of shit. Like it was like,
Dude.
really, so sorry, Dan.
All right.
Dan, well, you gotta come on and teach us how to be good, Dan. We're evil.
His name's not Dan.
Danhausen, right?
Dan.
I'm adding a space of a Dan space Hausen. Can't blame me.
It's especially important to add the Hausen because he just adds Hausen onto most things after. Like his fans are Fanhausens.
Right.
Okay.
That makes sense. And ours
That's kind of clever.
yeah. And ours are its benephiles.
Yeah.
So how many wrestlers talk in third person though? Because there's only two vampires, one demon, more than one demon, or no?
There's a couple demons.
A couple demons, right?
You know, you got Kane, the Undertaker. I don't know if you'd call him a demon.
Kane's a demon?
He might have been born from hell.
Finn Balor, he's the demon.
Hulk Hogan fought some personal vocabulary demons.
Oh yeah.
I thought Kane, burned in a fire.
Yeah, but he's also
he
referred to as
survived.
the devil's favorite demon.
Okay.
He survived the fire, though, I guess. So.
He was my favorite wrestler as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so let's play that next video. Let's think about what Danhausen thinks about his PWI rankings. And this is the oldest. So I think this is for his 2020 ranking.
Gotcha.
Hello, yes, today Danhausen is very
That's a sick
excited
tapestry.
that
That's to say. Shit.
the local,
That's available right now on
grocery
ProWrestlingTees.com.
magazine shop, if you
You got a
will.
framed Simpsons movie poster over there.
He loves The
500,
Simpsons.
Where Danhausen is undoubtedly number one this year.
I could see The Simpsons putting him in an episode 100%.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? He could easily get on The Simpsons.
Yeah.
His
Seems to
voice.
be an error of sorts, printing error. This fellow, whoever he may be, yes, he's on the cover, but neither here nor there. Let's take a look. Let's see. Where is it?
Is that a
Yes,
big old
yes,
TV with a
where is it?
new switch?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah, he really likes toys and collectibles and
158. Davis, this is me number 1, number 5, and number 8.
He would have seen like toys, the whole
Here.
history of toys.
Where is this? 158. Danhausen should be number 1. Danhausen was promised.
As he was promised.
He's got fangs in the tapestry. Ooh, okay.
Here we go. Yes, must be coming up. It's Corey. It's Chris Judas.
Who's it gonna be?
Who is this? This is the fellow on the cover. Davis. This. It says this fellow.
Oh, that's the guy who doesn't like him, right?
Danhausen is number 1.
is that number
This is
2?
Danhausen.
Yeah, that's that guy from earlier.
Danhausen
Oh,
was
okay.
number 1. Danhausen was promised number 1.
Who's promising him all these things? Blimps and number 1 spot, and damn, they keep breaking their promises.
Dave Honor promising the blimp.
Usually, demons and devils break promises, not the other way around. So that could be catastrophic on their end.
I wouldn't break a promise to a demon.
No, right? Yeah.
Shit. Is
Oh shit! They made him swear.
Now, he did censor it so it can stay on the internet and he can still be very famous.
Of course.
Take that and shove it up.
Okay, he's kidding.
Bogus! Davis, you will not cross Danhausen! You will fail, you idiots! Ah,
My God.
this son of a
Oh
boss!
damn! Hell yeah! You see, that is a little Simpsons thing, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of Simpsons references in Danhausen's vocabulary. I think it's one of the few shows he actually watches.
Now, if we have him on, then that'll be 2 characters that we've had on the show that were on The Simpsons, which would be nuts because Big Mike was on The Simpsons also.
Pretty cool.
That would be legendary. That would be a big deal.
Yeah. And so most of Danhausen makes a lot of content. He actually has almost 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is pretty good for a non-human person.
Pretty jealous.
It's been a while.
And so he does get a little bit of help from his cult members, his followers. The main 2 being Davis, the producer he was talking to, and cameraman Nick. They're not super important, but they are, they're way back boys for him.
Right. So you mean like the fans? He doesn't have are the fans and the cult separate, or just if you're in his
I mean, you could be a Fanhausen without necessarily being in the cult, but
the cult house?
you're contributing to him being more famous and being on more TVs and being more rich and powerful.
Okay.
So you might as well be in the cult.
I would love to hang out in that basement with him, to be honest. Oh, and that makes sense. He's in the basement because it's dark.
Gotcha. So this next video will also be in the basement. He likes to do reviews. I wanted to do some of his toy reviews so that we could compare them to Dimension 7's. But most of his toy reviews are pretty long, and a lot of his content is longer form, and I didn't want to be giving that shit away for free.
Right. Is he reviewing wrestling toy? What type of toys, I guess?
He gets wrestling toys and superhero toys, and he gets sent all sorts of stuff, man. His Patreon is huge. He has a ton of fans who send him art, and
He should get a toy of that. He doesn't have a toy of him yet, though.
not yet.
But that
I
other
assume it's coming.
that other guy's got a toy though.
Yes.
He should smash it. Toys.
But let's watch this next video. It'll actually be him interviewing an energy drink.
Okay, cool.
Because, he's 800 years old, and he's trying a lot of things for the first time. Reese's Pieces.
Now, what's your affiliation with his energy drink?
That's my favorite energy
Is it your
drink.
favorite energy drink? That's the Rocks, baby.
Yeah. That's a big part of this, is that it's the Rocks energy drink.
Okay.
Your energies that is, Davis? Yeah. Today we have orange.
Got a sack of money right
We have
there.
original. Probably tastes like the rock. Which one should Danhausen try?
What's that Simpsons character on
Yes,
that cash?
very good.
Yeah, dude. Even the
What's your name?
it just tastes like the Rocks. Sweet chocolate lips.
All right, let's see. It's quite cold. You hold it here.
Half chocolate, half Samoan.
Okay. Ooh, Samoa. That's a good cookie. I drink an energy drink Samoa flavor.
Nothing yet, but this would take.
His eyes. What the hell? Oh shit! It popped open.
You hear that, Davis? Is that coming from inside you? The change is happening. Hold on.
Sounds like a vibrator.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what the hell happened to my money?
Oh my god.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $7. Danhausen only has $7, Davis. Which is
So hold on, pause it really fast.
Yeah.
So Davis is a little bit quiet there. It's a big story that when The Rock signed his WWE contract, he only had $7 in his pocket.
Right.
Which, yes and no, because he was also a football player at the University of Miami, and his dad was a famous wrestler, and his parents were wrestling promoters.
Yeah, I could have $7 in my pocket at any given moment.
Right. But that was the whole, self-made story about The Rock.
Yeah.
So that's why he's no longer rich and powerful.
And this outfit looks familiar.
Yeah.
This outfit looks very familiar.
Oh, the fanny pack. I was gonna say that necklace moved really like that. I was like, "There's no way it's fake." Okay.
what is this?
Oh, is that attached?
Yeah, it's fake. I was like,
I
"What?"
didn't notice that.
It moved. Oh my god.
We have to do something. Prepare the PT Cruiser. Do we have one?
So who's that talking to him now?
That's Davis.
Okay. That's his manager,
Yeah, he's like a producer, follower.
Cool.
He's number 1 Danhausen.
Davishausen.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, welcome back.
Okay, so it just restarted itself.
Oh, gotcha. Cool.
But yeah, so he drank the original
Damn.
Zoa energy, and he turned into original rock.
Right. Now that
Supposedly there might be more coming. We'll see what versions of the rock, different flavors turn him into, what powers of the rock he gets.
interesting.
The Scorpion King.
Now, The Rock, do you think he knows of Danhausen's existence?
Click that next picture.
Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Oh, my God.
So this is the Rock responding to that video. I cropped it so you can't see that he's actually responding to the video.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But the Rock saw Danhausen. He is a Danhausen, and that's a big endorsement to get,
That is a big endorsement.
especially in the wrestling industry. Getting put on that sort of platform for those kinds of people, that is a very good way to become famous and rich and powerful.
Because Dwayne Johnson may be the biggest
The most famous person,
wrestler,
the most powerful and famous person.
Highest paid actor in the world. Yeah.
but and wrestling too. I mean, John Cena would be the only real competition in terms of more famous wrestler, right?
Yeah, probably. Stone Cold Steve Austin is rumored to be coming back at this WrestleMania. That'll be a very big deal.
But I just mean like in terms of being household names, almost like John Cena and The Rock are.
yeah,
like,
I don't think it's even close. I think The Rock is
John Cena.
Hulk Hogan, then The Rock.
I bet more moms want to fuck The Rock than John Cena. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But damn, that is
I should
a
ask
big.
my mom who she thinks is hotter, The Rock or John Cena.
Everybody in the comments, ask your mother who's hotter, Dwayne The Rock Johnson or John Cena.
Yeah.
Comment down below. We gotta.
Do we have enough
this.
subscribers where we can do polls on YouTube yet?
I think. Well, it was at 500,
Okay.
so we can do it. Yeah.
Let's do our first poll.
Ask your mother. Do not answer from yourself.
Yes.
Ask your mother, and don't don't try to explain them or anything. Just if they don't know them, just show them a picture, like the first Google result.
Oh my God.
We gotta get to the bottom of this.
All right. And so, Brian, you were asking about his entrance earlier.
Yes. Yeah.
So we're not
yeah.
actually going to see him come out in this video, but there's a certain song that will play during his matches that he also comes out to sometimes. Again, we'll see how it goes with AEW, and on indie shows it's kind of iffy if you get the music or not because it's licensed. We might not actually hear it here because it's definitely a copyrighted song.
I can turn it down a lot.
And there'll be some crowd noise and stuff mixed in, but let's just go ahead and play it and
Okay.
see what you guys think.
But also, real quick, what do you think the original Rock drink tastes like? Just so I don't forget.
It's pretty good.
Is
It's
it
kind of just Red Bully.
Red Bull? Okay,
But-
I figured. I just wanted, yeah.
It's for healthy warriors, so it's supposedly better for you. And zero sugar. It says right on the can.
Pretty solid. Yeah, you don't get looking like The Rock eating a bunch of sugar. So is that his switch? He's always got his switch. Danhausen had me on Nintendo.
Oh yeah. I want to be his friend.
Oh
Hausen.
no! Is this it?
So actually, I think this guy's the Switch guy because look at his gloves.
Oh, whoa. Is that allowed? Oh!
Yeah, I think it's just like a maybe legal alternative to like brass knuckles.
He's got the Splatoon ones on.
Yeah, so he's doing kind of the famous Pee Wee Herman dance.
Yeah.
Right? Pee-wee.
And it's a really good distraction, and then he can kick people in the face.
He's playing a video game. At
Oh,
the
he's
same
got the
time.
pants and everything. Who's this Joy-Con guy? We gotta cover him, too.
Some jabroni. Yeah, and the people love it.
Yeah. So
Uh,
Invictus, this is another small one.
Yeah, that's
Another
just
indie.
a little promotion. It's one of the better like independent promotions, though. One of the better ran ones.
For
There's
sure.
actually a pretty decent crowd there for being an indie show during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Having a Nintendo and demon themed wrestler going at it. So yeah, that's that's
Jar
not for
teeth,
I'm
though.
sure that's not for everybody, yeah. Jar teeth.
And so I've only seen what we're about to see in 2 interviews.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this next interview, I'll give it context afterwards. I just want to kind of play it and let you guys
Definitely.
just kind of get it. 'Cause he'll explain himself a little bit, I think.
Needs a Danhausen.
Donovan, you are
Whoa.
a professional
Yeah.
wrestler.
I was about to ask
Oh,
if
okay, yeah,
we've
wow.
ever seen him without the makeup, and I guess
okay,
so.
now help me because I know of a type of professional wrestler that has a character And I don't know, are you a professional wrestler who's really wrestling and using wrestling moves and it's not that fun to watch? Or are you a wrestler who's also kind of a performer and has a character?
I am a character. Actually, I have a picture if you want to see it.
He kind of looks like
It's,
Chris. Big Jim
my
Thunder.
God.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we are a podcast, so I'm going to describe it.
Yeah.
You're sort of demonic looking. You just showed me a picture of what looked like a very fierce, evil, demonic wrestler.
Yes, so I go by the moniker Very Nice, Very Evil, because nobody likes somebody who's too evil, so I introduce the nice part of it, so then they buy into it and I can trick them.
So he's the first walking down the line of being a heel and not a heel, right? Or say that's advertising it at least.
Yeah, he definitely gets a babyface reaction despite his evil ways.
Yeah. Got the
You know,
demon
he's
face.
got a lot of fan houses.
Of course.
Okay, very nice, very evil.
Often I get described if a demon possessed you, actually.
Oh, a demon possessed me.
If Conan O'Brien was possessed by a demon, that's what it gets described as, because I'm heavily influenced by you rather than other wrestlers. Yes.
You mean of the wrestlers, I'm the one that's influenced you the most?
Yes, of course.
That's fantastic.
Are these Conan's people?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Sonia. I forget her last name. And if I did remember even how to spell it, I can't pronounce it because I'm a piece of shit.
Okay.
And there's one other guy I think who pops up for a second. He's like one of the main producers.
Right. Okay.
Describe then a
Sonya's
demonic
incredible.
Conan O'Brien as a wrestling character. What are you using some of my moves? Is it my attitude? Does your character have sort of little beady eyes and thin lips and sharp cheekbones?
Yes, yeah, I don't have the height, but I have, I pour teeth in my opponent's mouths. To
Conan's always doing
disorient
that.
them.
Pour what in their mouth?
Human teeth.
You pour human teeth into the mouth.
Amazing.
I love how people see that and go, "Oh, that is so Conan."
Yeah.
It's just, I think it's the presentation, because I take a lot of like Simpsons references and references from you and just 80s horror movies, and I pull it all together because these are the things that I like. So I included it into the character because wrestling should be fun.
Yes,
I'm
wrestling.
just saying,
It shouldn't be work.
Yeah.
no.
Okay. One of your standard moves is to pour loose teeth into the mouth of your opponent to confuse and disorient them. What are some of your other
and then
moves?
I kick him right in the mouth. I have the go to sleep, which I call the good night Hausen. I add Hausen. My wrestling name is Danhausen, and I add Hausen to everything to make it all about me.
That's very Conan.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very nice, Matt. Yeah. I love that. You just add a Hausen to things, so good night Hausen is like a good night move.
Conan O'Hausen.
And I pop them up off my shoulders and I knee them in the face.
Okay.
That's my finishing.
Well, you knee them in the face Hausen.
The face, yes, exactly.
Sorry.
So that's how he gets more teeth. Get a nice solid knee to the fucking mouth.
Right, you got to replenish the collection as you go.
If I were talking to you, I'd call you Conan Hausen. I add Hausen to the end of it.
This is fantastic. I'm delighted by you. I'm delighted by this foolishness and that you've, like me, dedicated your life to absolute idiocy.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
All right. So you can make us big for a second.
Yeah.
I'll give a little bit of context to that. So that was Conan O'Brien has his podcast, Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, where he has guests on.
Yeah.
And then they were running a competition called Conan O'Brien Needs a Fan. And it was, I guess, just to have like a fan on to talk about things. And a lot of people just started putting Danhausen forward because he's got the Conan O'Brien inspiration.
Yeah,
because-
other people are putting that on him. Yeah.
and he's got the huge internet following. So Conan's people actually reached out. They talked to him, did some other stuff. And he goes into really good detail in it. And the only other out-of-character interview I've seen him do with Chris Van Vliet on Insight. And Chris Van Vliet, shout out, one of the best interviewers out there, one of my favorite podcasts to watch. Does a ton of stuff with wrestling guys. Awesome interviewer,
Is he
awesome
the one
guy.
that sounds like David Cross?
No, you're talking about Jim Cornette, right? Angry Man?
No, there's another guy that almost sounds like, I don't know. We'll find it later. There's that one guy that I swear sounds just like David Cross, and then I pointed it out, and you're like, I can't hear it.
Yeah, I forget who you're talking about. I feel like it was Cornette, the guy with the cartoon drawings.
Maybe, but that guy sounds older.
Yeah, I don't know. Not important.
Right, yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
If we remember it, we'll edit it in. We'll show people what it is.
Yeah.
But I guess if you actually want to click that very bottom one, I've got a picture of Danhausen. I didn't want to spoil it earlier, but this is Danhausen back in the day as Kid Gorgeous before he found the Danhausen character. So he's been wrestling for a little while before
Looks
he.
different there. Damn, yeah, it's like his hair
Oh.
and shit.
Wait, how old did you say he was?
I think his
Well, he
human
would've
birthday
been-
is 1990.
He would have been 790.
Oh, okay. All right. He looks older though. That picture just looks old, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the texture and the editing.
Right.
It
and-
looks like it's from like 2003.
Because he
Yeah.
would have been 793 in this picture, right?
Oh, 2015. He would have been 700.
If this was 7 years ago.
yeah, that was Kid Gorgeous, and I'm saying this. This is, or I'm not saying this. This was Danhausen describing it, but his gimmick was pretty much just shitty bearded indie guy who does a bunch of moves.
Okay.
And he just wasn't really connecting with the fans. He was really thinking about quitting.
Dan Bryan.
Uh,
Just, just kidding.
Gotta switch it up. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, so yeah, what is his name? Kid Gorgeous?
Kid Gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Danhausen.
Yeah.
I remember Danhausen.
And your real name is Donovan Danhausen.
Yeah.
So that also gives them the advantage. You know, you go to WWE and they use your fake name. You don't end up owning it, so you don't have the recognition once you leave the company.
Okay.
Danhausen will always be Danhausen. He'll always own Danhausen.
Wasn't there a wrestler named like Billy Kid? Or so, do you know what I'm talking
You talking about Billy Gunn?
Oh wait, yeah, he had the on his. Oh, what did his what does Spank say? Or his
Mr. Ass.
Mr. Ass? Yeah.
That's so funny you bring that up because I was gonna include a video in here and I didn't because again it was just long form. A lot of his stuff is blogs and vlogs.
I've
and
heard about Mr. Ass.
long form. Mr.
Yeah,
Ass,
I've heard about
awesome.
Mr. Ass.
Mr. Ass has two sons who are wrestling right now, Austin Gunn and Colton Gunn, who go by the Gun Club.
Okay.
But Danhausen, has his misunderstandings and mistakenly referred to them as the Ass Boys instead of the Gun Club.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think they go by like
Or the Butt Boys.
Mr. Bud or Mr. Tushy if their father's Mr. Ass.
Mr. Tushy.
Little
But,
Tushy Jr.
They don't care for it, and so the fans have actually started berating them and chanting, Ass Boys, Ass Boys.
Yeah, it seems like an ideal, slander on their to throw at them to mock the father's name.
But everything Danhausen does seems to get over.
Okay.
Speaking of things that are going to get over, why don't you click number 9 for us?
For sure.
So
Oh, I
again,
think
we'll probably have to throw some Bryson music over this.
Right. Something.
But this is Lulu La Duchesse Derriere, I think is how it's pronounced. She is
Derriere. That's like a butt.
yeah.
That's Miss Ass. No.
Yeah, this is Mrs. Ass. No, this is Danhausen's shoot wife.
Okay.
Um,
And she was a nun, so he would have converted her away from Catholicism.
Right.
It looks like
she is actually
this is on YouTube, right?
Yes, this is on YouTube.
Hey, Susan. This is on YouTube, so don't get mad at us.
Burlesque is allowed.
Susan.
The CEO of YouTube, she'd get pissed at us for watching videos that are already on YouTube. Our YouTube videos get yanked off the internet from watching videos that are on YouTube, and then they're still up.
Oh my god.
So yeah, just point that out. This is on YouTube. All right.
So yeah, I just thought this was, not necessarily an important part of Danhausen, but she's an important part of his life. They're married.
Oh, in real life?
Yeah,
Oh,
she's got a kid that Danhausen is the stepfather to now,
Okay.
and she is the, I think, reigning queen of burlesque, if not the 2020 queen of burlesque, and she is the first Canadian woman and the first First Nations woman to win that title.
damn.
Okay.
So very cool. I didn't include the another video of her dancing because it was Vice, and I knew for a fact that would get claimed and
Yeah.
yanked right away. But the funniest intro I've ever heard for a burlesque show was "You stole her land, and now she'll steal your heart."
What the hell?
One of the best jokes I've ever heard.
Oh my god.
And I really wanted to use that, but I was not messing with Vice. They got good lawyers. and
Vice
we just
will-
got Caleb.
Yeah, but you got Caleb and his cell phone and his laptop with a broken screen, so we're not gonna be able to really sue anybody. You're gonna counter suits. But that kid's gonna have a wild ass life.
Yeah.
His stepdad's Danhausen and his mother's the queen of burlesque. That's yeah, wow.
Yeah, going to be a very interesting upbringing. Going to be a very cool upbringing, I think.
Yeah, I mean, definitely talking points on. Tell me a little bit about your parents or something. Like, how much time you got?
Yeah, also, I got to say, he did pretty good for an 800-year-old demon.
Yeah, no, for real. She seems like the type to be into an 800-year-old demon, though.
Hey,
Now,
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and that, obviously, like I said, the conversion from Catholicism to... Now, is there a chance that Danhausen is a demon, an incubus?
I don't know what that means.
Sex demon?
What?
I don't know what
Is
that
there
means.
sex-
As a boy succubus.
Oh.
Yeah, so like like a sex, like the sex demon. Yeah.
I was gonna say, you said incubus. I think it's a demon of sex.
Yeah, it's like the succubus is like it like lures men in, and it'd be the opposite, the incubus. It makes sense.
I don't know.
Pull her.
Now that being said, I did compare him because of the reviews and the wrestling connection to Dimension 7 Yo earlier.
Right.
And I don't know if this is quite gonna be as damaging to him as what happened with Dimension 7. But
What's
I do
Dimension
have,
7?
We got I'll explain real quick, and if the viewers don't know, there's some episodes you can check out. Dimension 7 was a guy who would scream, and he would run, and he would jump in his house and slam into the ground. He would have wrestling toys, and he was real wild. He loved wrestling. He loved being loud. He would put pots and pans on the ground so that he could stomp extra loud, and he would like mimic other wrestlers and stuff.
Yeah.
And we covered him and did a whole episode on him. And then about 3 days later, some people trolled him to a point where he threatened to shoot up multiple schools. So the Dimension 7 Yo timeline is just within the last month was insane. I think his court date is in like 21 days or something like that.
yeah, they really hot-shotted his booking a little bit.
Dimension 7 Yo has got some baggage, but I don't know if he kind of wanted to be like a wrestler. It seemed he really just wanted to be loud. But so you're saying this could be on par with the multiple?
I'm gonna let you decide.
Because it was 2 schools and a Trader Joe's warehouse that were threatened, along with 7 minors. But
Danhausen
the
took a
hell?
controversial stance that I know you personally won't agree with.
okay.
All right, I want to see this. Here we
Let's
go.
see. CM Punk claims Danhausen was banned from a convention for not drinking Pepsi. So was he anti-Pepsi?
He's anti-Pepsi.
Is he pro-Coke or RC or what's up?
He's anti-Pepsi. He likes The Rock's energy drinks. He likes The Rock's tequila.
Dude, Pepsi is the lifeblood that drives America.
Pepsi put on the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, but now, what did he say? He just said "fuck Pepsi" or "I hate Pepsi" or?
Yeah, he just wasn't trying to drink Pepsi, and I think he made a crack about it. And CM Punk is a big Pepsi guy. One of his finishing moves is called the Pepsi Plunge. He's got the big old Pepsi tattoo on his shoulder.
When
Does
you
he
said,
really?
Yeah, so CM Punk is.
Oh, this isn't a joke. Oh, okay. This is.
"This is for real."
Well, this is a joke headline, but it was also, if you type in Danhausen, it was like the top news story because the guy doesn't get in any fucking trouble.
right. So this is the biggest dirt they could get on him.
This is the worst thing he's done.
Fair enough. But
So-
when you said
Doesn't like Pepsi.
when you said there's no way I would agree with it, I was thinking no. But goddamn, I got a 2-liter Pepsi in my mini fridge right now, and I want to go grab it and start chugging it. Just Danhausen,
Just to
come on the
spite
show.
Danhausen?
Danhausen, come on the show. We're gonna talk about Pepsi for 1 full hour. We're not gonna talk about anything else,
Oh
bro.
my god.
Now, did he take a Coke or an RC stance, or like a super chill stance, like a Schnucks brand Pepsi?
I won't
some-
drink RC anymore.
Or is he just anti-cola in general?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't read the whole article. There was ads.
Oh yeah, that's the
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah, there was a paywall to get past the ads. I just wasn't gonna do it. I just went, if this is the worst thing I can find about him, if you even type in Danhausen controversy, this is like the first thing that's gonna pop up. The
Well,
guy is
yeah.
not problematic. He's a star. He's a wholesome king.
Now, I don't want to say in my head this is on par with the school threat, but but Dan, if you do come on the show,
Don't call him that.
Dan.
Hey, I was gonna stop, but after this, I'm calling him Dan, dude. Dan Pepsi.
Dude, and you be housing those Pepsi housings.
Dude, I'll throw him back. But if we do interview for an hour, 10 to 15 minutes of it will be about Pepsi. That's all I gotta say, Dan.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of all I have for the most part. The last 3 things I have are just some merch he's put out, some cool stuff.
Okay.
I didn't put his pro
Coffee
wrestling
house?
tee store in there with like the cool tapestries and the shirts and such, but
He does got some cool art, I gotta say. There's the blimp. So did
Yeah.
he get it or
Oh
no?
my God.
I think this is maybe an imagining of if he were to receive his blimp.
Very caffeinated. Very.
No, so this is a real ad or is this?
This is a real coffee
Oh,
he sells.
he
You
didn't
can buy
make
this
the-
coffee
oh.
right now.
Ooh, now we may have to try
As I
this.
say, I'll
Yeah.
try.
And so these next two shirts I picked out special because they're from a collab he did with Rocking Fountain. So they're not on.
So these are 20s. So this isn't a rock reference.
No.
Okay. Now if
No,
I
this
were
is him being very rich, very powerful.
Now, I will say, if he has this blimp and it's guarded by 3 gigantic bats, that's pretty badass. if they kind of do a police escort, a bat escort. Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, they're very much Xavier shirts.
I think I've seen something like that before.
Yeah, this might be a reference to some sort of like manga or something. Honestly, like this looks like.
It looks, yeah, something about that looks very familiar. I don't know why.
Okay, these are
Rocking Fountain.
Yeah, his merchandise does very well. He's
sick. Rocking Fountain. He
making a
doesn't
lot
swear.
of money. But I don't know. You guys got any more questions about Danhausen? I think we did good. This one might be a little short. Maybe we'll make up for it. Do
Let's
like
start 50 minutes.
oh yeah
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll still watch a Danhausen match. Throw it up like a Discord exclusive.
Hell yeah.
Kind of watch like a whole thing. But
Yeah, I definitely got my eyes on Danhausen, and we haven't reached out yet, right?
we have not at all. No.
We need to get the coffee in the studio.
Mhm.
We need to get him on this screen. And we're gonna talk coffee. We're gonna talk Pepsi.
We're gonna have to buy some shirts.
It's
too.
gonna be.
Yes,
I
yeah.
would wear one of these shirts. I'll buy one of
These I think
get
are
that
past
one.
being able to buy. That was a 72-hour release.
That one too.
Oh.
Yeah, he's dropping like some Supreme, and unfortunately, he did let everyone know that if you don't buy them, you will be cursed. So we're gonna have to buy a lot of merch so that he'll lift the curse off of us.
Yeah. Well, I heard that there's one beverage that you can buy in every store that lifts curse. It's Pepsi Cola, baby.
I heard it's bug juice.
it's bug juice.
Juice.
And Young Berry.
I haven't had one of these since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. That really I was like, holy shit, Grapey Grape. That's a hell of a name. But yeah, we got our eyes on Danhausen. We're gonna be in Danhausen's DMs.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna slide in the DMs. I'll buy. I mean, if these were his first merch drops, then surely.
Well, these are just his collabs. He's got a whole pro wrestling tee store. You can buy that tapestry that we saw with the midsummer look.
Okay.
And all sorts of good stuff on there. I highly recommend checking it out. Give Danhausen more money, make him more powerful, make him very famous, and help him take over the world.
Yeah, that is.
Brian, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
I don't know, but no, this makes me want to work on a little art project for him myself.
Yeah, he
get a little
loves
something.
getting fan art. So if you want to make something, go ahead and send it to him.
Do a little
Danhausen, send
drawing
him-
for him or something.
Hell yeah.
On behalf of It's Been a While.
Hell yeah. Danhausen, come on the show.
We promise
Brian,
not to swear.
thanks for coming on. Yeah, I won't swear at all unless I don't know if you start getting too. I'm gonna stop talking about.
Can't
Pepsi.
swear around Dan?
No swearing.
Curses?
Because it'll get
Oh,
taken
okay.
off TV and then he won't be famous.
We'll talk curses. We'll talk Pepsi. Come on, Dan.
All
But
right.
thanks for coming on, Brian. Thanks for teaching.
Thank you for
us
having me.
Thanks for teaching us about Danhausen.
You're welcome. We're going to watch wrestling next week. We're going to watch it together.
Hell yeah.
All right.
It's been a
I'm down.
while.
It's been a while.